All right, y'all. So Jay the Nightwing tweeted this out today, earlier, 8 o'clock today. Apparently he's caught Corona 22. Or no, it's 9. It's still 19, right? Is it? I don't know. But what the thing that we had a couple years ago, it's still around. It's still around, and he's caught it, and he tweeted this out. So let's get into what he has to say. I found it very interesting. It's a long read, so bear with me, all right? Bear with me, guys. Okay. If you're ready. All right. Dear Battle Rap. Do I have a Jay the Nightwing voice? Dear Battle Rap. Dear Battle Rap. This is going to be a lengthy thread. If you DFWM, you're not going to care about this. Don't F with me. Your time will feel wasted, so hopefully this saves you. This is strictly for those that F with me. Hate me, do business with me, or can relate. Okay, it's a lot of people. A lot of different people. All right. Here we go. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I feel like we could use some more honesty and transparency in battle rap community, I've lied to you. You have lied? What? Let's see where this goes. As fans, supporters, etc. And I don't think I'm sorry either. To be honest, I don't think I really give much of a F. I don't say that in a proud way. I'm saying this in a tone of sincerity. I've lied about my hunger and drive. The performances I've effed up are because I truly have lost the hunger. Hold on. Okay. Not like a fat cat, but more like a beaten dog. After Big K, the thought occurred to me that my best moments might be behind me. I might be chasing a ghost. I miss that king too. He wasn't just fire or consistent. He was brave. He had audacity. He was tenacious, but most importantly, he was honest. I haven't been him in a while now. Remnants here and there, but the guy that battled Madface, nah. Not even close. I recently was chasing Summer Madness, not because I felt I deserved it or because the culture needed it, even though that's what I said, but because I thought maybe that stage can bring him back. Made sense at the time, but after catching COVID, this week and having to stay home, it gave me time to really think about it. Upon reflection, nah, I don't think it would. It's a whole cocktail of variables that go into it. We as battlers have to harbor this image like a high maintenance plant in our front yard that has very small potential of bearing fruit while being susceptible to death via any over or under exposure to effing anything. We support narratives that most times we don't even buy, but it benefits our stock. We have to be so injustifiably careful. That's how we carry ourselves, lest we draw unwanted, no matter how irrational, negativity to our brand. We get pressured to engage in these repulsive little games. And some of us so much so that we've lost discernment between the narrative and our sincerity. What has COVID done to Jay? Okay, hold on. We're going to give this up. I'm sorry. We can barely trust each other as peers. You don't know what will be used against you at any point in time for any ounce of sabotage to your name or their personal gain. We watch our peers come and go, crash and burn, and while we might feel bad for them, we shrug and move on because it's a dog-eat-dog in this business, with your image being your bread and butter in the business today rather than your ability. It pressures you to be hesitant in any sort of collaboration. From battlers to staff, I've shared some real moments with them, but I don't know who's really my friend. At the end of the day, I don't like that phrase. Nothing personal, Jay, just something that I just can't get over. I understand they don't have any obligation to be that, but is that not unfortunate? Because it doesn't feel natural at all. It feels wicked. I don't have that kind of upbringing that tolerated associating with this, so maybe it's just me. I'm sure there are battlers reading this right now that can 100% relate to this, but feel that they can't let it be known publicly, and it's because of this shadowy aura of pettiness and judgment looming over our activities on a consistent basis. I don't blame them at all, by the way. I lost my train of thought. I just wanted to make sure I was recording because, one time I did a blog for like 30 minutes. I wasn't recording. I'm sorry. I just wanted to double check. I'm recording because this is long. Okay. I don't know where was I. Reflects the efforts they put in. Okay. Our activities on a consistent basis. I don't blame them all, by the way, because like I said, that's their bread and butter. These leagues look at these variables to determine your worth. Many others as well, but even from their standpoint, the criticism and outrage they get never really reflects the efforts they put in. At the end of the day, oh my God. Again, nothing personal, Jay, just a pet peeve. At the end of the day, though, they are still slave to the criticism and outrage because that reflects demand, and that's their bread and butter. So as personal as I'd like to take certain things from them, it's no point. I say all that to point out the effects these variables, among others, take on my mental health in an unfavorable toll, and I'm sure it's a significant reason as to why I'm supposed to give a F. Garnish that with some hesitation to even voice that it takes to toll on you because of all the public idea that battle rap ain't that serious, and you've got quite the cocktail. It feels like we're all just a bunch of effing liars. Wow. Is that what it feels like?
Negative facts.
Fiction.
That's deep. Okay. We are full of complete S. Nobody really F's with anybody. Nobody can walk straight enough. Our standards are unrealistic. We have a short-term memory for greatness. It just feels like we're just a bunch of effing hypocrites. The king I used to be was great in spite of that, but he drank the Kool-Aid since he became part of it. I can tell you how gross it feels standing outside a battle event, conversing or interviewing with people that don't give a flying F about you or have given you a reason to believe they'd love to see you fall while maintaining a smile on their face. The only thing that keeps us from dismissing them entirely is the uncertainty. You don't want to just rush to conclusions, so you just smile and nod while your instincts are on effing fire. Then watching others converse with each other while their body language clearly reflects contempt for one another. At some point, you're just looking around like, yo, what the F is this? A effing gossipy, egotistical, spiritual draining, emotionally confused Hydra dragon spewing lies in all over the kitchen floor while we're at the table eating top rhyming again, talking our occult lingo about which of the Bardashians is effable while our kids are trying to FaceTime us. Feet pattering in a metaphorical hydras, by the way. Jay, you just projecting your failures on the culture. Yeah, I can see why you think that, but consider this. In my heart of hearts, I don't see my career as a failure. I see my attempts to reignite the king as a failure, and I'm only sifting through the evidence to figure why. This is just my perspective, though. I don't know how all of y'all view battle rap. Maybe the view is too narrow, too pessimistic. I don't know. I'm sure some of y'all will disagree. That's fine. As I said before, I just wanted to be honest for a change. This ain't a pity party. Woe is me, a cry for help, or any of that. This is just therapy, moment of clarity in the midst of the quarantine, I guess. I also wanted to share this for the fans, supporters, and league owners, so there's no confusion if I decide to lay it down in the near future. I want to at least exit the way I entered, with some transparency and honesty. I'm going to honor any prior obligations. All I'm saying is this might be it. Am I giving up? giving in, being a loser, being a little biatch. Sure, if that's how you want to take it. For me, that'd be the case of it. For me, that'd be the case of it was the hate that's sending me off. It's not, though. It's me being tired of chasing what might not be there anymore. I miss that flame, but it might be gone, to be honest. On October 1st, I'm scheduled to battle Young Cannon in my hometown league. This probably sounds like ass juice to y'all. I'm sure, laughing my ass off, but there's an element of meaning in it for me. See, back when I first started battling back home, we had some local vets I looked up to. Locally, we all did, and in a way still do. Young Cannon came through a couple times. Well, let's just say he took some W's that I'd like to redeem. He made such an impact out here that some call him the Washington Killer. This was a time when I was nobody remotely formidable. As king, I think it's time we get some redemption. It's like it's all coming full circle, ending at the beginning. It's the kind of epic tragedy my corny ass would appreciate. In seriousness and honesty, I'm hoping I find him with this battle. There's a small part of me that still gives a F enough to look again. I can't make my biggest struggle is trying to find and maintain that same drive, passion, and love. I wouldn't say your best days are behind you because wisdom is magnetized. It could just be your opponents. The system doesn't cater to our motivation. Nah, for me, I know the opponent wouldn't matter at the moment, or ATP, whatever. Took some self-reflection to see that. They could call me with daylight tomorrow for $50K, and I know I'd take it, obviously, but my first thought would be doubt. Like, damn, I can't F this up with the king. Doubt with the king. Doubt didn't exist. And I think is that where it ends? It's looking like that's where it ends. Because, okay, there's a little bit more. We're all different, but from my perspective, the doubt is a good thing. It means there's still room for improvement. A lot of these dudes have no doubts and they have stagnated, even if they stagnated in a top position. Okay, no, that's a guy that wrote something to him. He put, I hear you, bro. And then someone wrote, you're venting like this may be what you needed to reignite a new flame, but I feel you. He put, nah, no flame, just tired of wearing this damn facade. I'm done lying, playing these politically correct games just to keep my stock afloat. I just feel like F my stock. I do feel like it was a step in the right direction, though. Fingers crossed. I respect you, homie. And it goes on and on and on. So, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. That's dramatic. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all thinking in the comment section. So basically, that's a lot to unpack right there. That was a lot to read. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously he's going something with this quarantine. He's by himself with his thoughts. Hopefully he's fine. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what that is. I mean, do you think there's a lot of battle rappers that are going through this, that agree with all this mad? Like, is it a facade? Is it too much? Is it there's a point of view that says, oh, suck it up and you're making money and we don't want to hear that crap. But then, the human part, there's a human element to it where it's like, maybe it is kind of, if you really think about what battle rap is, right? If you want the life of a battle rapper, you got to remember first of all, you got to write some creative bars, right? You got to write some real creative bars that are going to be, going through a fine tooth comb or whatever that stupid saying is. And you got to write them first. Then you got to memorize them. All right. And that's not an easy thing. I know it seems it's not an easy thing. All right. It's very difficult. But, whatever. So then you got to memorize them. Then you have one take. All right. In front of the guy you're battling. All right. To deliver it. Can't stumble, can't slip up. We know what happens when you stumble and slip up in this community. So you have one take, and then Then after you do that round one, then you have to listen to the other guy bark in your face and disrespect you and blah 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 blah. And then after he's done, you got to go again. Remember what you said, and then he gets to go again. And we got 3 rounds of this, and then just repeats the process over and over and over and over again. So it is a very crazy. If you really think about it, it's a very crazy art form, and I could see where it gets to people. Now, I mean, the money that's in battle rap, but especially if you're just coming in and you're not making that money the first couple of years, and you're still going through that same process that the guys who are making the big money are going through, it could get really disheartening and kind of crazy. Now, I'm of the opinion that words are words, and I wouldn't take any word. No, there's no combination in the English language that could be said to me that I would care about. That would hurt my feelings. That would make me feel any type of way, because I don't really care what people have to say about me. And that maybe that's the kind of attitude you need to be successful in battle rap. I mean, clearly you should not care what people say about you. I know that's easy to say, and we all want, there's a lot of us that want to be loved and thought of in certain ways, but this is battle rap. I wouldn't take it like so serious as some. Geechee God, he's a good example, man. You see like what he just did to Disaster. Like, he's cool with Diz. He's cool with Lush. He's cool with the whole, it's West Coast, blah 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 blah. But when he gets in that ring, he's heartless. Like, just like when he was with Mike P, he's heartless. He doesn't care. He's gonna say whatever. All right, make it sound good. And after the battle, it's all love, and we all made money and we moved on. Now, could there be a lot of politics being in play here? And the reason why Jay feels the way he is URL being too political, playing the political game with him, and maybe he feels like he's not. Did he lose the love because of the politics in battle rap, or is it something actually internal and personal he's dealing with? It's an interesting question. And I understand his sentiment. Is a very. I mean, I guess when you're by yourself, you're gonna, this was like a book almost. like if you really think about it, it was a lot of words. I wonder how many words this essay, especially for Twitter. It was an interesting format to put it out there. And then I see some people saying it's just promotion for the Young Cannon battle, but that would be the weirdest promotion ever. I mean, I guess it would work because you got people talking. I wouldn't have talked about Young Cannon versus Jade if it wasn't for this. It's a very interesting. That would be a epic troll, all right? Because to write all that and for it to just be a work, that means it's going to be hard. If that's true, it'll be hard to ever believe anything that comes out of Jay's mouth again, because we're always going to doubt it, because like how do you write something like this and it's just a troll? So I'll assume I'll take it at face value that he's going through some stuff. I mean, we seen Jay rise kind of quickly, and then he did have a lot of stumbling issues here and there. And then certain performances didn't live up to old past performances, and kind of is getting reflected in the things he's saying here on the King, and he lost the drive, and that recently the King wasn't there, and it's because he just doesn't. And sometimes, it's enough that like you can get caught up, like you can get into something, right? And be excited about it and go all full in, and you're in, and then maybe you get over it after a while. Maybe it's not something for everybody to do for 10, 15, 20 years. And I think we should look at the people who do survive that long and, appreciate them, because it's not that easy. All right. To keep that love, to have that love forever. I mean, you look at battlers like a Hollow the Don who may have peaked years ago, but is still going and still, giving us maybe very good performances, maybe performances not as good as his peak. But do we blame him? It's hard to stay there. It's hard to keep coming up with constantly new material, and keep, and you're being judged and all this, that, and the other. It's a tough one, man. So I understand it. One side of me is like, bro, shut up. You're like, just man up. All right, stop crying. And then the other side of me, I get it. I understand. I couldn't be a battle rapper, and you're talking to a guy who's wrote many songs, has performed in front of crowds, and there's no way I could ever be a battle rapper. It's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I don't think I can memorize it, to be honest with you. I would have a hard time memorizing the bars. All right, like even if I practice, I think I would choke at least in the third round or second round, somewhere around there. Maybe I'd have the first round down. I don't know, man. Y'all memories are crazy. I don't know how y'all remember that. But anyways, I need a beat to remember stuff, and without a beat, I'd be lost out there. I was always a fan of Jay's, man. I thought Jay was really good. He was a different type of character. I like different characters in battle rap. He wasn't just the typical battle rapper, with the typical bars. He brought something different to the table, and I always appreciated that about Jay. And if it is the end, it's going to be sad to see him go. But if it's better for him and he's better off without battle rap, he transitions into something else in his career. I'm sure he's a talented guy. He can get into all kinds of different things. Then, I don't think we could be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I think we should give him a round of applause for what he did get to us. And, we can appreciate the battles he had in the past. And it is what it is. He's getting a lot of love on here. But I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, yo, just man up and shut up. And like, what is this? And the jokes can fly, bro. Like, this is, look at this. This is a little bit insane. It's a long one. It's a long read. So the jokes are going to fly. And I don't think it's take it personal. I don't think he will. But then on the other hand, I get where he's coming from. Should have this been, people are going to express themselves how they express themselves. If this is the route he wanted to go with this, then, you can't be mad at it. You can't be mad at it. He's getting you got 22 quote tweets here, and you got guy do just fine. What connects you, King? But I love your battles and will continue to watch. Wow, what a read. You're one of the greats to me in character, and just ask yourself. Thank you for your transparency. Appreciate your honesty, Jay. You're definitely one of the best in my eyes. Any fan of battle rap really needs to read this. This is when I say this is the most genuine sentiment ever uttered by a man. Okay, let's relax. The most genuine sentiment ever uttered by a man in this culture. I guess you can make an argument. All right, we're getting a little crazy. Sending you love and positive energy, gang. What a thread. Thank you for your craft and vulnerability shown in these tweets. Good luck to you and God bless. Real recognize real. You're so fire. Hope we don't completely lose you. This is it. This right here. Read this. I'm putting it in a bookmark to save. It is important. Madflex says this whole thread was relatable. Jay, you're one of the best ever to do it. Have my own experience with it, but no advice. At the core is really special to see unique style. He brought it to a thoroughly cookie cutter activity. You're the GOAT. See, that's what I was saying. That I agree with Madflex 100% right there. Like the unique style he brought to a cookie cutter basic activity, where what he means by is everybody's kind of the same. Everybody, the twerky stuff and all that stuff. And Jay was unique in that aspect. So, he's getting very positive feedback right now. But hey, man. All right. Salute to Jay, man. After this Young Cannon battle, we'll see where his head's at. Maybe this is just maybe this is the COVID talking, and he doesn't, You never know what that thing can do to you. I don't know. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. Peace.